Greetings everyone, this is Connor from DagoraC TV, and this is my Game of Thrones Season 6 trailer breakdown. Okay, so let's go straight into it. Okay, so first thing you can see here is Jon Snow's dead body at Castle Black, and this is something that all the showrunners have said, all the cast has said. Jon Snow is dead, and online he's dead. That doesn't mean he's not going to get resurrected. He could do, who knows, but he's definitely dead, as we can see.
He's gone.
This next thing here is, you can see Jaime's ship returning to King's Landing on the Martell ship. As you can see, this here on the ship here is definitely the Martell sigil, and probably going to be returning with Marcella's body, as we saw on, some of the images that was released. And it's, Jaime's returning to King's Landing, which is good to see.
We're the only ones who matter, and everything they've taken from us, we're going to take back and more.
This here looks to me like Davos, maybe finding out about Stannis' news, as he looks kind of upstate and is kind of out in the open, maybe a moment to himself, but that's kind of really guessing, but it's definitely Davos here anyway.
The great victory, yes.
Okay, so we can see an army here of, this is a flayed man, this is something that the Boltons do, and as we've known throughout the seasons and the show so far, but this, maybe it could be a wild theory, but maybe it could be Stannis. I don't know. It's not sure. It's certain if he's dead. We know that in the books he's not dead. Sorry for the book spoiler. But in the show, we don't know if he is. We didn't see a body, but we saw Brienne hitting him. So maybe this could be his death. This could be his body here. We're not sure. And as we can see, an army is approaching on the Bolton army, which is clear. And what we heard there was actually Melisandre saying that all of it being a lie about Stannis, about her thinking it was Azor Ahai, seeing the victory in the flames and everything like that. So this could lead on to something that I'm going to bring up a bit later in the trailer, that maybe she thinks that Jon could be Azor Ahai. Okay, so we could see here Jorah and Dario here going to collect something. This looks like where Daenerys was captured, and we can see the ring that she left behind there to kind of give a clue, and Jorah's hand grasping it. First shot of Daenerys with her Dothraki people again. She loves them so much, and she looks kind of a bit clean for a prisoner. I know she's got dirt and everything around her, but she doesn't look very tattered and torn. And this looks to me like it's back at Vaes Dothrak, as we've been there before, maybe kind of like a done-up version. It's a good shot anyway. Maybe, maybe not, who knows.
Every one of us is poor and powerless, yet we can overthrow an empire.
This is definitely a Greyjoy thing, as these are Greyjoy sigils here. And this is like the King's meeting that they had with Balon, which happened, I believe, in Storm of Swords, which is a bit behind, but they haven't included that yet, so they may be putting that stuff in there now. And this definitely looks like it, as you can see here. It's definitely got the Kraken on the banners there, as you can see there. Sansa looking kind of dolled up a bit, and kind of definitely not on the run here, so she definitely doesn't look like a prisoner. Maybe she's captured back to Winterfell and they've dolled her up a bit more, or she's been able to escape.
Great game now. In the great game.
This is a big thing from the trailer for me. The look on Tyrion's face and the way that he's in the darkness makes it look to me that he's possibly in the place where they were closing the dragons, and he's going to be releasing Viserion and Rhaegon, which is a big thing to do, and maybe Marines become under attack, which is another kind of links with another part of the trailer a little bit later on. But it definitely looks like he's going to be setting those dragons free to me here, which is going to be great to maybe see them in action. And plus with this shot there of the dragon and everything.
Order your man to step aside, or there will be violence.
Zombie Mountain, yes!
I choose violence.
Oh. Okay, so I'll just quickly nip back to that there. This looks like Yara, the Greyjoy, and this I'm guessing is one of the Greyjoy brothers or the cousins, I'm not sure. Not the brothers, sorry, they're dead. The cousins, but there definitely could be attackers. So this could be Yara, I'm not sure, you can't really tell the armour out here. I'm not fully certain on that. Or this could maybe Stark armor, and that could be a younger Ned, maybe. But like I said, you can't really tell by the armor. Tommen there, kind of going out. One thing when I was kind of thinking about this could look like an attack, because he looks like he's under a lot of stress. But the people here and everything, it just looks like a normal day at court. That to me looks like a Greyjoy ships. Again, you cannot really pull this out, but it could be a shipwreck or something like that. Arya in training. I just want to bring up this quickly shot here. You can't really tell where I paused it, but Arya's in training, as you can see. But to me, it looks like she hasn't got those, the lenses in, not the lenses, the contact lenses for her to, to look blind. Is it it kind of looks a bit, I don't know what the word for it is, but she definitely doesn't have them, as you can tell there by her eyes. She doesn't have those lenses in, so maybe the show's been lazy to put them in, or there could be something with her kind of coming out of a blindness, putting on a mask or something, but we're not sure. Little finger here. Just quickly put that back. In the north, or this is snow in the forest, but it looks like Littlefinger's going to go back up north, in my opinion. This is something that we saw in season 5, and towards the end of season 5, that he was back in King's Landing talking to Cersei, and we didn't really see much of him near the end, but here he's definitely gone back up north. And here, I'll just quickly go back to that. Just 1 second. This to me looks like Marjorie. Maybe this is where she's getting set free, as by the judges of her interviews, that she may be going back to Highgarden. We may be seeing Highgarden this season, so I'm guessing that she's going to be set free, and this is where she's kind of getting let out of her cell. Okay, so I'll just quickly go to back to these stills here, because it's kind of hard to pause at the right moment. But this here is definitely the Bolton army, as you can see there. That is the Flayed Man banner, and they're, definitely, defending a city or something, possibly defending Winterfell, and you can see there. And you can see those better here. This shot here, I believe, is Marine. I think this is where, a siege on Marine. This is possibly where Tyrion spoke with Dany that time, Daenerys in that time, and I think the blowing the doors opening, breaching into their chambers. That was Tyrion. That was Theon. That shot there, and this is, I believe, he's getting captured by Ramsay's hounds. Ramsay sent the hounds out to go and attack them, and as you can see there, the hound is there, and is probably being cornered by them. We're going to see if they're going to get out or get recaptured by Ramsay. We'll see about that. This right here looks like to be a baptism. I'll just quickly go back to that on this. Looks like a baptism of one of the Greyjoy cousins. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm not sure which one that actor's playing, but it definitely looks like a baptism of that. A baptism of the Drown God, probably reintroducing the Greyjoys and everything with them and all that. There's Brienne killing someone. I believe that could be possibly saving Sansa, finding Sansa on the road. So we've seen that they're cornered by the hounds, and then she kills them to save Sansa and everything, and to keep her safe as she swore the oath to Lady Cat. See the undead here. And Melisandre, this is kind of like the big moment. This looks like the resurrection of Jon Snow. We can see the stab marks. We can definitely see he's dead. But putting the hand on him and everything. A theory of mine here, this could be Jaqen. I don't know. Maybe a bit far-fetched, but I'm not sure. Definitely looks like... This could be King's Landing, though. I'm not fully certain on that. Here we go. We can definitely see the Bolton here, defending with the shields against the army that is kind of marching on them. Well, this is the thing that a lot of people are talking about online. This is what looks like, this is a young Ned Stark, the Tower of Joy and everything that goes on in the books. That is definitely a Targaryen banner, and with the dual swords and everything, and that Stark armor on him there. So this is definitely a flashback to the Tower of Joy. This is a bit more important thing. This is Tormund, the wildling, and he's definitely been captured by the Boltons, as we can see there again, the flayed men on the side of the screen there. And I believe that he could possibly have been captured by the Boltons, and he's been held there. And the whole Battle of the Bastards thing between, Ramsay and Jon being resurrected, and then going down to fight them, and then get Tormund back. There is a little bit of a friendship between them there, as we sort of established in the last season. This is a big thing here. That person there, I think, is Jon. I think that could be Jon Snow leading his army, and it looks like he's in Stark armor, but I'm not fully sure on that. So we're going to have to wait and see about that in the show, but definitely a battle going on. This to me looks like Marjorie confessing a sin, so she could go back out. Highgarden. Are you being blind? Okay, this is another big thing. This is, the Sept in King's Landing and everything. This is the stats that we saw in last season. These look like Reach soldiers, especially with that petal, the flower thing on the top there. And this looks like the Tyrells maybe marching in King's Landing and trying to, fight the whole 7, gods thing and all the old and the new gods and the everything that went on with Marjorie being in prison and all that. The fighting back and everything, which should be interesting to see, as we can definitely see them here. This looks like... I'm not sure if this is Gilly, maybe going on the run, but I'm not fully certain on that. At first I thought it was Sansa running from the hounds, but I'm not. You can't really tell by that. Let's quickly go on to the other shots here, just to have another quick look. And by that. Yeah, it maybe is Gilly, but it could be Sansa. There it looks a bit more like Sansa. Maybe Sansa running from the hounds as well. The whole scene with Theon and everything, which I established before. Dothraki fighting. And this is another big moment of this trailer. This is Bran stood up, as we can see, and the whole leader of the White Walkers thing. This goes apart in my theory. I have a theory that maybe the whole Three-Eyed Raven and everything is on the side, the Children of the Forest, or on the actual side of the White Walkers, and that they're speaking in the vision here, and that he's actually communicating with Bran. Bran is definitely in a vision here, as we can tell, because he is stood up and he looks surprised by it. This could possibly be one of the first visions that he gets put in, and he looks shocked by it all. He's definitely grown, definitely not a kid anymore, and we'll have to see how that is established.
I've never been much of a fighter.
Okay, so as you can tell, that he's grabbing Longclaw. This is Jon's sword that Davos is grabbing. That's Davos's voice. This is Jon's head here, and he seems to be making a stand probably against Melisandre. He's not happy with her and everything that went on with Stannis. Probably thinking, as he says here, it's not going to be pretty.
Apologies for what you're about to see.
Apologies for what I'm about to see, and that I think there's going to be fighting over Jon's body here, and it's going to be pretty badass. And then Davos is probably either going to escape or something like that, but it definitely looks like it's going to be a good scene. Probably this could be episode 1 or 2. I'm not sure, but we could see. Is that Ghost? I'm not sure if that's Ghost or is it just a rug, or am I looking too much into it? But that is definitely fighting over Jon's body anyway. 24th of April 2016, not long now, is it, until we get to the new season. But that is my Game of Thrones Season 6 trailer breakdown, kind of a bit messy to kind of go through it all. We've definitely got to see some stuff. We've definitely got to see some Tower of Joy stuff in there and everything. This is the start of me covering Game of Thrones. I'm going to be doing a Game of Thrones lore series, episode breakdowns and everything when the new season comes out. So thanks a lot for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you like any more of the content. I'll check some of the other stuff out. And also, if you want to go a step further to support me, you can donate in the links in the description below to my Patreon or PayPal. Any and all donations come back into the channel, not into my back pocket itself. Also, follow us on Twitter at DagoraC. And thanks for watching, and goodbye.